From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
The Bozeman High School Choir is getting a taste of stardom as they get ready to share the stage with the infamous band Foreigner. I'm Jolie Slee and I'll tell you how they're getting ready to rock.
Time is running out to avert a government shutdown. I'm Wendy Gillette with what Congress needs to get done to keep the money flowing.
Well, fall season is quickly approaching, but that doesn't mean you should start changing your routine. We'll go into one program that is teaching others the importance of staying active during the autumn season.
This gate could be a barrier, or it could be an opportunity. I'm Chet Lehman. Coming up this week, we're going to take a look at some unique partnerships here in Montana that allows hunters access to millions of acres of land that otherwise would be closed to hunting.
Alrighty, it is 6:31 on this Monday edition of Montana This Morning. Jane McDonald and Matt Elwell with you. You know, autumn activities, that includes hunting, a lot of kind of cooler hiking, but it's nice out there.
Yeah.
It's not feeling too much like fall these first couple of days.
Some areas you probably want a jacket at the
West
very least.
Yellowstone,
West
little
Yellowstone's
chill
been
right
in
now.
the 20s for most of the morning, back up to 28 as it stands now. 44 in Belgrade, 37 in Butte. We're starting to get that fall-like feel in the air, but we have a couple of days where mostly sunny skies and warmer temperatures are going to take over. We are watching things pretty carefully for the next few days. The temperatures are warming up because on the backside of this, toward the end of the week, a big shift in our weather patterns moving in. Rain, snow, and cooler temperatures will be on the way. We'll talk more about that, of course, in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now, right off the top, Foreigner is set to play at the Brick tonight in Bozeman with some very special guests. Our Jolie Slee caught up with the Bozeman High School Choir as they get set to share the stage with one of the country's most famous bands.
The infamous band behind hits like Jukebox Hero, Cold as Ice, and more is sharing the stage with a special guest, the Bozeman High School Choir.
I was like, oh, I totally want to do this. This is super exciting, and yeah, it's an opportunity that not everybody gets.
Especially bringing it up to the parents, they're like, what?
Excitement is running through the choir room at Bozeman High School as these students prepare to hit the stage with one of the most popular rock acts in the world, Foreigner.
I love Foreigner. They're super awesome.
Cold as Ice, Jukebox Hero, it's my jam, yeah.
But this is the last time the band will be rocking out on stage together. The choir's special appearance at the concert is a part of Foreigner's historic farewell tour, making a much-anticipated stop at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse.
It's so exciting to get to go on such a big stage with like so many people.
And according to choir director Jacob Malchek, getting ready for such a big event has taken hard work and dedication from these students.
We'll do a lot of warm-ups, a lot of exercises. We'll sing a lot. We'll just sing as much as possible. They're really committed, whether they're in theater, academics, AP courses, jobs after school. They're the kids that do everything, plus they sing.
What Malchek is most excited about for his students?
For the students to see what it's like to be, well, yes, a little bit famous for sure, but to see the life of a touring group, to see what it's like to live in a different place every night, to be on a stage with people who love hearing you sing, and it's pretty electric to be in that kind of space.
And although the choir has stepped on many different stages and sang in front of many different crowds, students say singing with a famous band makes it feel like the first time. But it sounds like they're as ready as they'll ever be. In Bozeman, Jolie Slee, MTN News.
And that'll be something those students will remember for the rest of their lives. Good luck to all those students in the Bozeman Choir. Now, switching gears quite a bit over to the national scene, there's a growing concern of a government shutdown that is very possible of starting next weekend if Congress can't lock in a funding deal. Now, the ramifications include federal employees who won't get a paycheck. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette breaks down the negotiations from New York.
Let's get this done.
President Biden is urging Republicans to seal a deal to keep the government running.
Now, everyone in America could be forced to pay the price.
If there's a shutdown, federal employees, including Border Patrol agents and airport security screeners, won't be paid. A handful of Republican holdouts say they won't support a short-term deal or continuing resolution to temporarily fund the government.
Continuing resolutions don't solve the problem. They just kick the can down the road.
Some Democrats blame House Speaker Kevin McCarthy for failing to unite his party behind an agreement that includes limits on spending.
Speaker McCarthy has been very weak. I think that he has also engaged in just absolutely terrible decision-making for the American people.
One of the dozen bills that needs to be approved funds the Defense Department.
I think we need to get that defense bill passed immediately.
If there's no deal, the shutdown would begin at midnight on Saturday. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
And the White House has told federal agencies to begin preparing for a shutdown. Now, back in some Treasure State headlines, Montana's hunting season is moving forward with archery hunters and youth already out in the field. And throughout the season, many in Montana will be looking for game on private land. This week in Fish and Wildlife, MTN's Chet Lehman takes a look at a couple of programs that make this all happen.
No one would question successful hunting requires two things: resources and access to those resources. Fortunately, Montana is rich in both. Lots of wildlife and rich in access because of partnerships with local landowners like block management.
We have more than 90 block management areas here in Region 3. And so these are, again, really great opportunities for the public to be able to access areas of private land and sometimes adjoining public land for free hunting opportunity.
Another way FWP has found to help with access is through its program known as Upland Game Bird Enhancement Program.
Fish, Wildlife and Parks partners with both private landowners and public land managers to enhance habitat for upland game birds. So this looks at attracting game birds to an area with really high quality habitat and then providing free public hunting access to those areas as well.
See the theme here? Private landowners partnering with FWP to enhance habitat and allow access. That means hunters need to recognize this fact, follow the rules. If not, that access could easily go away.
Hunters can help facilitate future public hunting access opportunities by showing respect to the land, the landowner, being safe, making ethical decisions when you're in the field, and making sure that you follow the rules of these properties where you're hunting.
Now you might be asking yourself, why is this such a big deal? Well, for last year's hunting season alone, some 1,200 landowners like this one enrolled 7.1 million acres of land into block management here in Montana alone. This week, near one of Southwest Montana's 100 block management areas, Chet Lehman, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Chet. Now, with the fall season kicking off this past weekend, many are gearing up for the change, whether we are moving our clocks back an hour or preparing ourselves for a little bit of cooler weather. Well, for this next story, we're going to be heading over to Great Falls, where they're emphasizing the importance of maintaining our health routine. MTN's Kate Mentor introduces us to a program called SAIL and how it aims to benefit older adults.
Well, the fall season is known to be the time of change, not just in terms of season, but also our daily routine, and that also means our health habits as well. But one unique program here in Great Falls is teaching others to keep their daily routine despite seasonal changes.
The program is referred to as Stay Active and Independent for Life.
It's an exercise program that helps older adults be stronger. It's a class of people all around the same age and maybe even the same physical abilities.
The 12-week program begins with a fall prevention class.
We measure individuals on how well they can stand up and sit down. How many times can I do that in 30 seconds? How many arm raises can I do in 30 seconds? As well as how quickly I can get up out of a chair and walk 10 feet.
For those like Darlene Gardner, she says the program has offered her all sorts of benefits that has changed her lifestyle.
I had hip surgery, and so I needed to increase my strength and balance. I used to have to use a cane, and now because of this, I'm able to walk most of the time without the cane. So it's been very, very helpful.
And with the colder season approaching, the program is meant to challenge people in various ways, while also giving results that end up paying off.
There's a bit of exercise as well as strength, balance, and stretching. And that's what older adults need to be stronger and live in their homes.
In Great Falls, Cade Mentor, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Cade. Now, for this next story, we're going to walk a mile in the shoes of Frank Barnes, or actually 22 miles. He set out on a journey to go from Laurel to the Adaptive Performance Center in Billings. And as our David J. explains, he's got great shoes and a pretty inspiring story to do it.
A veteran is walking 22 miles from Laurel to Billings to raise awareness about veteran suicide. He wants to let veterans know that they can get help at the Adaptive Performance Center. He's also doing the walk to help support families. U.S. Army veteran Frank Barnes arrives at Fire Station 4 at Terry Park, where a Vietnam veteran joined him for the last 1.1 miles.
That was Jim's symbolism to show the age difference, that it affects everybody.
Two women whose veteran relatives committed suicide also joined for the last mile.
This means a whole lot to me. I'm a veteran myself, but I've lost my brother to suicide. He took his life 8 years ago.
Barnes started the walk on Friday, September 22nd at 6:22 a.m. and carried 22 pounds with him the whole way.
The symbol of 22 is kind of a rally cry for preventing suicides from veteran personnel.
Barnes says the number of veteran suicides may be as high as 44 a day. He carried a personal list with him throughout the walk.
Soldiers that I know take their lives. A couple of them have been close friends. Obviously, some family members here that were part of that list have reached out.
The walk ended at the Adaptive Performance Center in Billings, which has become a safe place for veterans to talk about the issue.
That person has passed, but I think it's he or she's forgotten.
Yeah.
And we're reminding them that
we
they're
didn't
not
forget.
Forgotten.
APC founders Mitch Krause and Karen Pearson host their own event, Walk the Bridge, on the 22nd of every month at 6 o'clock p.m. at Swords Park. But they also joined Barnes on his grueling journey.
It gets really emotional, and then the minute you hit this parking lot and it's done and the hugs start and you recognize the magnanimity of what the last 6.5 hours have been.
And it was challenging just to work through those demons and process them and move forward.
Moving forward is exactly what gets him through it.
Reassures myself that I can, if I have a problem, I can overcome it.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
Absolutely inspiring. For more information on that story, you can head over and check out our website for more. Now, we're going to take a short break here in Montana this morning, but when we come back, a celebrity endorsement can funnel a lot of business. But how can you be sure that the celebrity actually endorsed that service?
I'm John Matarese. Is Elon Musk really behind an energy-saving device that could slash your electric bills dramatically? We'll check it out coming up.